Welcome, everybody. This is Mike Lebrun from Alexandria, Ontario, Canada. Welcome to Max International's webinar presentation. As you can see on your screen right now, the most beautiful thing is our purpose is to empower people to enjoy better health, success, and freedom. My goal, if you're either for you this morning, this afternoon, or this evening, wherever you may be in the world, I'm going to introduce this next gentleman. This next gentleman has spent 50 years, and I did say 50 years in information system business. He spent 35 years of his career as a consultant advising senior management in government organization. Prior to that being a consultant, he was a senior information service executive for a big Canadian division. He's an entrepreneur by heart. He is a silver associate with Max International. He's most well known because of the incredible knowledge that he has on our products. So please help me welcome the one and the only Mr. John Hobbs. John, take it away, my friend.
Well, thank you very much, Mike. I appreciate that. The foundation for the science starts with our cells. There are between 35 trillion and 70 trillion cells in the body. And cells are dying and being replaced on a constant basis. In fact, about 40 billion new cells are created each and every day. And every one of them needs a few key things like oxygen, water, food, and at cellular level, that means some kind of sugar molecule, and a protein called glutathione. And if there's no glutathione in the cell will die within a few seconds. And if there's not enough glutathione in the cell does not function well. And that has really serious implications for your health. Glutathione is produced naturally on demand by every cell. When you've got lots of glutathione, things work well. ATP is the fuel that provides energy to all of your cells. And glutathione is used in the production of ATP. So when you've got lots of glutathione, your cells can get the energy they need on demand. With lots of glutathione, the immune system is able to mount a strong defense against bacterial and viral attacks. And this is kind of important these days. Chemical toxins are removed from the body primarily through the liver, and heavy metals are chelated from your cells out of the body. Abundant glutathione results in improved mental focus and clarity. It improves your sleep because you tend to go into REM sleep. That's rapid eye movement sleep, which is when the body conducts much of its repair work. Athletic performance is enhanced through improved strength, endurance, and recovery. And it protects against something called oxidative stress. And oxidative stress is a situation in which you've got more damaging free radicals in your body than you have antioxidants to deal with. And glutathione, as the matter transfer antioxidant, helps to protect against that situation. We've got an online library that is available to us of published medical science studies, peer-reviewed and published studies, and it's maintained by the United States Centers for Disease Control. And if you look at the number of studies that cited major antioxidants over the past several decades, you notice that the numbers increased at a fairly steady rate for vitamin E and vitamin C. However, the number of studies represented by the silver gray columns in the back for glutathione is growing at an exponential rate. Now, this clearly indicates the increased recognition of the importance of glutathione in the medical research community. There's currently over 158,000 studies citing glutathione today, and that number continues to grow. There are many things that cause glutathione to get used up in the body. One of them is stress. There's a stress hormone. Glutathione tries to protect you from the harm of that. Alcohol is a toxin, and it's a very nasty toxin. Lots of glutathione is used to get rid of that from your body if you consume some. Sleep deprivation causes glutathione to be depleted. Radiation in its various forms, whether it's cosmic radiation, sun rays, or diagnostic radiation like MRIs or X-rays. All of these things are harmful to the body, and glutathione is used to try and protect you from that harm. Pharmaceutical medications, for the most part, in excess of 95% of them are all toxins as far as the body is concerned, and glutathione is used to try and deal with that. The air you breathe, the water you drink, it's all got environmental toxins in it, no matter where you are on the globe, and glutathione is used to protect you from that. If you're sick, glutathione is used in the process of trying to make you well. Smoking, I don't care what you're inhaling, it's got toxins in it as far as the body is concerned, and some of them are very nasty. Huge amounts of glutathione are used up to try and get rid of those toxins, which it can't do very well. and protect the body from harm. Alcohol and smoking just use huge amounts of glutathione. Extreme exercise, I'm not talking about normal exercise. Everybody needs regular exercise. But somebody take it to the extreme, you end up doing damage to your body, and glutathione is used trying to repair that harm. And of course, poor diet, from pure junk food to processed food, the body is trying to protect you from the harmful substances that those things have in them. Now, it's interesting that children tend to produce lots of glutathione naturally. However, from about the age of 20, the natural rate of glutathione production tends to drop at an average rate of 10 to 15% per decade. Now, this means that for most people, by the time they're in their 40s or 50s, they have about half the glutathione being naturally produced than they did as a healthy 18-year-old. It's no coincidence that this is when we see chronic diseases start to crop up. This little guy on the right doesn't look too healthy. He's probably got low glutathione levels. In fact, there are over 6 dozen groups of serious illnesses that are associated with low glutathione levels. And glutathione levels are difficult to raise in the body. You can get glutathione capsules in the health food store, but they're of limited value. Like I said a moment ago, glutathione is a protein. When you take a glutathione capsule, the capsule dissolves in your stomach, and the stomach says, oh, look, food. And it digests the glutathione before it can even get into the bloodstream. The little that may survive digestion can do very little good because glutathione is a relatively large molecule and it can't get through the cell wall to do its job in the cells of the body. So the question is there a solution to this conundrum? And the answer is yes, indeed. And that solution is called ribosine. And ribosine is the invention of Dr. Herbert T. Nagasaki. He spent 25 years refining the solution to the glutathione problem. The result was ribosine. Its effects have been the subject of over 3 dozen peer-reviewed studies. There are 38 patents and patents pending. It's the most advanced glutathione technology available today, and it is available only through Max International. So the question is, what is ribosine anyway? Well, ribosine is composed of 2 molecules that occur naturally in your body, D-ribose and L-cysteine. It's a natural amino acid. Glutathione is a tripeptide. It's composed of 3 amino acids. 2 are abundant in the body, but the cysteine is in short supply. So the challenge is getting the cysteine into the cells. But cysteine is very delicate and it can't survive digestion. And so Dr. Nagasawa's invention found a way to wrap the ribose around the cysteine to protect it through the harmful environments of the stomach and bloodstream into the cells, and that makes the cysteine available to the cell to produce glutathione when it needs to. And it does so using this technology up to 300% more effectively than the next best alternative. Now I want to talk to you about our products. I'm really proud to say that Max International sources only the highest quality of ingredients for all of our products. Celgevity is our flagship product. It contains ribosine plus 12 additional ingredients that work synergistically to support ribosine and glutathione function in the body. People will often buy some of these extra ingredients separately. They can save money by taking just the Celgevity. 2 capsules in the morning, 2 late in the afternoon. Now, if someone happens to be sensitive to one of these additional ingredients in Celgevity, there's a product called Max 1 that contains only ribosine. And since ribosine contains only 2 ingredients that are already in the body, the ribose and the cysteine, it's not possible for them to have an adverse reaction to that, and it's not possible for them to have any kind of negative drug interventions with dietary prescription medications. The next product I want to talk about is Max Infuse. Max Infuse is a custom vitamin mineral supplement that complements our glutathione enhancing products. It's designed to compensate for deficiencies in our normal diet. Food these days doesn't contain the nutrients that were common in food our grandparents ate. If you tried to get all these nutrients in food, it would be impossible. You'd have to consume more food than you could possibly eat, and it would amount to about 20,000 calories. Infuse comes in the form of a fine powder containing a small, convenient packet or sachet. You can see the photo on the right, the little sachet in front of the box. It has that fine powder. You mix the contents with about 8 ounces of water and drink it once a day, and it's only 10 calories. Because of the soluble powder format, you get nearly 100% absorption of the nutrients into the cells within minutes. Max ATP, we sometimes refer to Max ATP as our secret weapon. We say that because it's the fastest way to get ribosine into your cells. It comes in the same powder in the sachet format as the Infuse. Mix it with about 3 ounces of cool water, drink it quickly, and you have ribosine and the other ingredients going to work in your cells within a few minutes. Max ATP was originally designed for athletes. It promotes strength, stamina, and focus, along with fast recovery from exercise. I use it every time I go to the gym, but it's useful in other settings as well. For example, students notice great results when studying and taking exams, in large part due to the enhanced mental focus. So, Max ATP. Next product I want to talk about is Max 357. Most people are aware of the need for omega fatty acids for good health, and many are familiar with omega-6 and omega-9. We typically get huge amounts of omega-6 in our diets, so we need more omega-3 to balance it. The ideal is approximately a 1-to-1 ratio between 3 and 6. This is a unique blend of 3, 5, and 7, 2 capsules in the morning, another 2 later in the day. It promotes healthy heart and vascular function. That's really important. It supports healthy metabolic breakdown of fat and cholesterol. It helps sustain healthy function of brain, nerve, and eye cells. It assists the body in the regulation of blood sugar levels, and that's really important. Provides anti-aging benefits for skin, hair, and nails. At my age, anti-aging benefits, I'm all in favor of them. The omega-3 comes from Norwegian cod oil and raspberry seed oil. The omega-5 comes from pomegranate seed oil, and the omega-7 comes from pollock fish oil. The final nutritional product I want to talk about today is MetaSwitch. We talked about it as our weight management system. I prefer to talk about it as a fat management system. It targets fat loss, not muscle loss, supports healthy glucose metabolism, contains no stimulants. What it does is it activates this formulation, activates something called the AMPK pathway. And in terms of weight management, this has 3 effects that are of interest. The first is that it reduces hunger. And if you feel full, you won't put nearly as much food into your mouth. And there's no magic here. If you've got less food going in your mouth, less calories going in your mouth, you're not likely to put on weight. In fact, you're likely to take weight off. But it doesn't end there. There are 2 other things that the MetaSwitch formulation does for you. It enhances the burning off of fat. So any excess fat you've got in your body, it will help the body burn that off. And again, no stimulants. And the other thing that it does is it limits the conversion of carbohydrates to fat. So you've got less chance of putting more fat onto your body that way. 2 capsules, 30 to 45 minutes before each of 3 meals a day. And it is very, very effective, and I can attest to that personally. It is now my pleasure to introduce our next presenter. He's been married to his wife, Lynn, for 32 years. He's the father of 3, the grandfather of 3. He's got a background in franchising. He's been an entrepreneur since the age of 19. He's been in network marketing for the past 24 years. He's been the top recruiter worldwide for the past 14 years. He's got a phenomenally positive mindset, and he just exudes energy. We sometimes, in the Max team, refer to him as the Energizer Bunny. Double Diamond, Mike Lebrun, take it away, sir.
Well, thank you, Mr. John Hobbs, and I believe you can hear me fine, my friend.
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you. Now, for those of you that are on the webinar or going to be listening to this, I want to tell you thank you. I see here that we've got a list of guests from Kenya, from Ghana, from Liberia, from Sierra Leone. I believe there's a couple from South Africa. So this is amazing. Continue doing those chats. I love it. So my goal is to share with you how we make our income. So maximizing your quality of life, the first wealth in anything we do is health. Remember that. So I want to tell you that there's 2 powerful megatrends. The first one is the wellness and anti-aging. When you understand that it's a $1 trillion market, but when you take a look at the nutrition value, it's $702 billion. And the industry total, of course, is $405 trillion. Now, when you take a look at the second trend number 2, network marketing, home-based business, hello, I'm an entrepreneur. And this is why a lot of you are on this call, is because you are entrepreneur through and through, and you're looking for something better than just a job. So network marketing, 192 billion. Associates and distributors worldwide, 118 million. But let's compare ours to the industries. You've all heard of baseball, 10 billion. You've heard of soccer, 27 billion. Entertainment, I could start singing, but I don't think you want me to do that, 17 billion. 108 billion, Game Boy and all those, 108 billion. And in the movie industry, I love it because it's $41 billion. So you're here because you want to maximize your finances. Well, maybe you want to be in better shape. Maybe you want to get your first credit card or tear up some credit cards. Maybe you want to get your first house. Like one of my best friends, Mr. John Akun or Prince Breeby, they just wanted to get out of their parents' home or their grandparents' home and get their own place. Maybe travel the world, give to charity, or just be there when your kids get home. But what's the ideal business? And I know a lot of you are chatting back and forth right now. You're pretty excited, pretty ecstatic about what's going on. So think about this. Controlling your schedule, making your own paycheck. Minimal risk, but at the same time, we work together. You and I, we're partners. Work with a team, work from anywhere around the world. You become your own boss, and with Max, you're in total control. When and how and who to work with. That's what I love. Our home office, one of many of our home offices, but this is the mother of home office. Salt Lake City, Utah, $600 million in sales in her first 13 years, and $300 million in paid out commissions to people like you and I. Now, how do you become an associate? Well, this is easy. I love it. You become a business owner, and you've got a duplicatable business model, and you've got a website for the year. What keeps you active is your two products. You love our products. Once you start taking our ATP or our Infuse, if you can see this, a good glass of Infuse, you're going to see you're going to love it. So that's your two products. That's how you stay active in our business. Now, what are the most popular packs? Well, because we've got multiple, nationalities here on the call, I'm only going to take about a few. But, let's say you're in Ghana, for an example, because I know we've got some my Ghana friends on here. 499 Ghana CDs will get you 6 bottles of 1 week supply of longevity. I know we got some Kenya. $170 will give you 8 bottles of longevity. But if you're in Liberia, $130 will give you 6 bottles of longevity. But Mr. John Akun will talk to you after. Douglas will talk to you after. There's people that come in with a professional pack. $549 is, depending what country you're in. Some of you are paying in the currency that you're in. We'll get you that conversion after we talk to you after this presentation, or tomorrow we'll get you the conversion. But roughly, everybody knows what the US dollar means. Premier pack, $1,080. That's when you come in. You have a choice. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of people come in with just a personal pack. Now, with that being said, if you're like me, John Hobbs, or Mr. Chebo Ledvi is a chemist, we call him, that we're going to be hearing about in a few minutes, we came in with what you call a premier pack. Now, let's get down to business. These are the countries we're involved, the last two being Dominican Republic and Ecuador. But take a screenshot of that right now, because you and I and us can do business in every one of those countries. Now, there's 6 ways to earn money. You can earn a check every single Wednesday and every 15th of the month following the previous month. Not complicated, right? So, number one way is roughly, depending what country you're in, let's say in North America, you get a customer, and that customer, let's say you get me as a customer, and I buy $200 worth of product. Your commission would be 25%, and that commission would be paid right after the following Wednesday. So pretty interesting, pretty cool. Next Wednesday, you get paid 25% commission. Let's say you're in Ghana. Well, that commission is about 22, 21% because of the exchange and the fluctuating rate. But you know what? Something is better than nothing at all. Remember that. My father always said, it's not what you make, it's what you keep. Second way to make money. These are the packages. Look at this. This is for getting somebody involved. The company is going to give you a fast start bonus. And what is that fast start bonus? Well, that's what it is. Somebody gets a 130 pack, which is a personal pack. Guess what? The sponsor will receive around $25 US. The partner gets a professional pack. Let's say me, I get one. Your commission will be around $75. A person gets a premier pack, which is about $1,080. It fluctuates a few dollars depending on what country you're in, of course. You would receive $150. Again, those two ways of making money is paid on a weekly basis. Now, third prime bonus. Prime bonus, folks, is you do something once and you keep on doing it and you're going to get paid for it. Now, your 100 PV, you always do that. That's you. You're buying your two products. You're helping 5 people get to that are going to buy 100 commissionable volume each. So that means on your first generation, you've got 500 commissionable volume on your first generation. Company says you're prime bonus level 1, and congratulations, you have now a pool share. What's a pool share? It's 5% of the total sales worldwide, and the company says, here you go, depending on how many people have level 1, 2, or 3. Let me explain. You don't want to stay at level 1. You want to go to level 2. Level 2 is you're helping 3 out of those 5 people you sponsored get to their level 2. To their level 1, I mean. That's going to be your level 2. Guess what? Now you got 3 shares. Now, once you help 3 people that are direct to you to get to their level 2, you would get 5 shares because you would be level 3. Now, I will tell you there's a lot of money here to be made, and I'm going to say that level 1 last month paid $50, but it could go lower, like it could go higher. It's a global pool share. So remember, 5% of the total sales worldwide. Again, that's paid monthly, the month after. Now, 1, 2, 3, fourth way we make money is team commission. Now, pay attention, sit down, and relax. This is a big one. We are going to help each other to get together. We're going to build a team, and we're going to build 2 teams, one on the left, one on the right. Now, automatically, let's say, for an example, you sponsor me. I would fall either on your left or right. So guess what? Let's say I fall on your left. Now, I'm going to know people you don't know, so I'm going to start growing this business. At the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month, you can go in your back office anytime and go take a look at where you're at financially. How much money have you earned? Company says, we're going to pay you 10% of the smallest organization. You see, 10% monthly volume in your pay. In this case, it's $2,000. So 10% of $2,000, congratulations, you're bronze and it's $200. I don't know about you, but in a country like Kenya, $200 a month is a life-changing opportunity. But you don't want to be at the early stages of bronze. You want to go at the latter stage of bronze. You can earn up to $500 a month. Now, you want to get to silver. That means you have to bring somebody with you so that they can get to bronze. So anybody you sponsor, they get to bronze, and you have to increase your volume to 5,000 volume on each eye. That means now you're at the silver level and you make 500 to 1,500. Stop right there. I know for a fact that there's nobody on this phone call that cannot get to silver in the next 90 days right now if you go to work. There's nobody. You go to work and you are going to be there in 90 days. But again, you have to go to work, you have to get involved, and you have to talk to people. You can't just say you're going to get involved and do nothing. There's work to be involved. So we're looking for people, work ethic. All right. You want to get to gold, platinum. As you go higher, you make more money. Now, last way of making money, the 5th way, pay attention because this is one of the biggest ways. This is called matching check tier 3. And let's say you start earning matching check on the people you sponsor when you get bronze, So let's say you sponsored me, you sponsored my buddy Chubba that you're going to listen to, you sponsored Douglas, you sponsored John Hobbs, and we are all senior associates and above. And we all make, let's say, $200 a month. So between all of us, we're making $1,000. You sponsored us all. You make 20% of $1,000, which would be a $200 check, on top of all the other ways that we make money. So do you see? There's money here to be made, but we got to go to work, folks. Got to go to work. Now, travel the world. As soon as you become bronze, and then silver, and then gold, we've got trips, incentive trips for you, because you've qualified and requalified. You got to look at the qualifications, but as soon as you hit those qualifications, a couple of times to hit bronze, a couple of times to hit silver, they bring you in different destinations, and that's where it's incredible, folks. You wouldn't get that on a normal job. That's why this is not a job. It is a business. Now, you're going to hear from some superstars right here and right now. You're going to hear from 2 specifically, folks, right now. I am going to move my screen to people. I'm going to move my screen to people right now. that are going to share their WiMAX, and I'm going to get them right there on this side. This is going to be very, very exciting, folks. I am going to go get my partner, Mr. John Akun. He's going to become a panelist, and I'm going to go get my buddy, Mr. Doug. Hold on, I'm going to go get him. I'm going to go get my buddy, Mr. Cheba Levy. All right. All right. No, I'm going to go get Doug instead. Doug is right here. I'm going to go get Doug. Doug and Jonathan. Jonathan, can you hear me, my friend? Can you turn on your camera if you can? Let's see if you can hear me. Mr. Jonathan or Doug? Douglas, can you hear me, my friend? All right, there's the superstar himself.
Yes.
Hey.
Hello, Mike.
Hi, how you doing? All right, before you talk, I want to say, folks, in the next 2 minutes, you're going to be in awe. This gentleman is one of my kids. I have traveled to Ghana. I have traveled to Ilubu several times because of this person. He is directly responsible for, he is one of 2 individuals that got me to Ghana over 10 times. He's an amazing individual. He's a Liberian. He lives in Ghana, but now he is in Liberia. He promotes Max. He lives right there. John, if you could share 2 minutes and share why you got involved in Max International, and then at the end we're going to get you back for some training. Okay, so 2-minute testimonial. John, go ahead, my friend.
Mike, thank you so much, Mike, for this opportunity. Hello, everyone. I'm John Akon, as Mike said, and it's a privilege to actually tell my story. It's really great. You know, I met Max a couple of years ago, you know, working as one of, you know, the directors at a supermarket. That's in charge of everything, movement up and down with my mom. And then came by this amazing lady who shared with me this opportunity. But before then, I was going through a lot financially. I wasn't strong health-wise too. My work demanded my time so much, and my presence needed to be there. So it cost me a lot of time. It cost me my health, and it cost us my finances. Because I made the money, I ended up using the money to help with my auntie, who was a diabetic at that time, and taking her to hospital, paying her bills and all of it. Then this amazing lady came by, and she showed the opportunity. And I saw the opportunity myself, like, well, this is amazing. I think I have to try the product for my auntie, who was a diabetic, and to God be the glory, I got registered, got a product to my auntie, and she was fine. She was doing very well. She got away, came down after the period that she took the product for 3 months. And that was where the whole thing started. When I saw the breakthrough to my aunties, I said, man, this is great. I can't keep quiet about this. So I started to look further, and I realized there's a great business opportunity with it. I said, why don't I share it to the world? Since everybody needs very thin, and many people are going through a lot of chronic illness. And then after my auntie using the product and my seeing the testimony behind it, I just decided to share with people. And that's how far I've come. Financially, I make more money than I used to do when I was working. And I'm my own boss. No one stresses me. No one says, hey, you're late for work. Hey, you are this. Hey, you are that. I do things at my own pace. That's my own will. And because of consistency in this business, I decided no, since it has helped a lot of people in Ghana. I was birthed in Liberia. Why didn't I share this opportunity here? And my dad has a business here as well. So that would be a good opportunity for me. Then I flew back to Liberia for the first time, personally in my life, after I left Liberia during the war. And by the God grace, Liberia is rolling. People, when I accepted this opportunity with my great, amazing friend Douglas, I respect him so much and I honor him a lot. This guy has done so much, and through his work and dedication, and with the help of our team, we've come across this large extent and shared the product to many people in Liberia. Lives have been touched, life has been felt, financially, health-wise. People are happy. People have rewritten their scripts in life. People have seen their dreams can come back to light and they'll live their dreams. People are working for it. And Liberia is about to go bloom. Something is about happening in Liberia. And this is the right opportunity and time for a take opportunity. Thank you so much. And I know that Max, I just got started in Liberia, and I'm so proud and humble that I was in your team, Mike. Thank you so much.
Thank you, John. Thank you, John. Now we're going to go to Douglas. I'm hoping, Douglas, you're going to be able to hear me. I also have, we call him the chemist, Cheba Levy. So there you go. We're going to go to Cheba. Then Douglas, if you want to turn on your camera after. Now, this is an incredible gentleman. This gentleman, Chabaledvi, folks, he has been in my life for the last 14 years. We are best friends. As you can see, he's on vacation right now. He's somewhere in the Bahamas. He's green, blue water in the back of him. But he's a chemist. If you take a look at Herbert Nagasawa and Chabaledvi, they're side by side. They're the same background. This gentleman has helped me open up many, many, many countries, and I want him to share with you his heart. He has 2-minute testimonial, and then we're going to go to Douglas after. So, Chabaledvi, go ahead, my friend, my mentor, my coach. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mike. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, the wind's not too bad in the back of you, buddy.
Oh, thank you. I try to cut out the noise of the water. So my background is chemistry, and I always dealt with biologically active materials, which means they help to kill or heal. I worked with pesticides, worked with pharmaceuticals, spent decades of my life, quarter of a century basically, in the chemical industry. So I do have a fair understanding of all the chemical reactions, molecules. And at one point I was researching something for a family member who had severe allergic issues, and I ran across glutathione and the Max products, and I figured I'd try it myself. So at that time, I always liked to be energetic, like Mike. I was always full of energy, but I did use a sort of a drug, which was coffee in my case. I loved coffee, espressos, double espressos, triple espressos, 15 of them a day until my hands got a little bit trembly. And I always had high energy, but it caused like heartburn, and I need to drink jars of cream or milk to cope with it. So I started to put on weight. And that's when I got hit with Max, and I tried the product, and I went cold turkey on the coffee. I had more energy, more clearer mind, and thinking, and no heartburn, and an overall good feeling. So I really loved it. And as the other products came out, I joined shortly after Mike in the very beginning. I tried all of them, and it was getting better and better. I couldn't shut up about it, and I told everybody I knew. And I was busy with my business, and I had a good business on the side, but now I'm semi-retiring, and I started to notice that, well, I knew, but there is some serious business attached to this. And today we are living, especially in North America, in a sharing economy. Sharing information is becoming commonplace. We share rides with Uber rides, we share accommodation with Airbnb, we share this and that. We sort of live a sharing economy. So people are used to sharing, oh, try this, try that. And it's becoming easier and easier to talk to people about it. And Max has such a great compensation plan and all those 9 different ways of getting paid. It's really a very good option to secure your retirement or future. If you are young, get going. If I would have started when I was young, oh gosh, where would I be now? But anyway, I love Max, love the products, love the business, love the people, the good friends I met. It even helped me with my presentation skills. Mike can attest to that. And I thought I can do good presentations, but the delivery lacked some perfection. So hopefully it's getting better. I do understand how the products work, and it's a genius product. Dr. Nagasawa really found the right way, the simple, easy way of doing it. And I strongly suggest you join and build this business with us. Thank you very much.
Waiting for you, Mike.
You've heard some real people, some real talent right now. And so we're going to share with you your next step. The first one is to complete level 1. Level 1 means you're going to go out there and get your 5 people right away. And then once you get your 5 people, You want to get the bronze, and you want to teach people to get the bronze. Now, why would you want that? It's simple. You want to get that because it will be doing great things with this, okay? And that's why we need to do this. Now, number 3 is you want to teach others to do the same. And this is why it's so powerful when you take a look at what we do and how we do it. It is exciting. You know, when I found Max, I did not know I could get even more excited about getting out of bed every morning, okay? It is incredible. So there's 3 key requirements. Number 1, dream big. Number 2, you got to be willing to work. There's work to be done. You know, I'm just talking with not Prince Bibi, but the other Prince Mabia right now. And, you know, he just said, hey, I'm following him. See, all these things, what we're doing, you know, are doing is incredible, but we're willing to work. Doesn't matter what country. I just talked to Emily, and Emily is in Kenya. So you see where the people are. It doesn't matter where you are. Everybody needs this product in their body. And you got to be willing to learn and unlearn. You know, folks, sometimes we got to be coachable. You've got to know what we need to do. Now, you're at it. Bottom line is this, is when you take a look at what we offer is that life's a decision. You just got to make a choice and get it done. So I want to thank all of you, and I want to say welcome to the team, because I know a lot of you are going to be signing up today and tomorrow. Some of you are going to have to, you know, try to find $130 to get involved, and we're going to talk about this in a few minutes. So let's do a 5-minute training so you see how do we start this business, okay? So starting your business, here's what you want to target, and this is serious. I want you to pay attention. You want to have a list of 200 names right away. But if you're a leader, which I know a lot of you are leaders here, you want to get 500 names done right away. Like we're talking in the next 24 to 48 hours, get your 500 names on a piece of paper. You have to talk to 2 to 10 people a day once you get going. But if you're a leader, you're going to talk to 10 to 25 people a day. Talk to more people, you're going to go faster. Now, we'll tell you, my wife and I, we went bronze and silver in our first 17 days. Let me tell you how we did that. In our first week, we talked to over 300 people. Not complicated. We needed to get the job done. So this is how I approach somebody. You can send a text. You can send a WhatsApp. It works. Hey, John, just started working with a U.S. company. They have a product everybody wants, everybody needs, and people are making money with this company. I'm sure you know someone who would need the product or need to make money. I'd like to send you some information. If I send you the information, when can I follow up with you? Today, tomorrow, this morning? Oh, tomorrow afternoon? Great. Let's do it. And we do it. That's it. And you practice, folks. Practice makes perfect. Now, there's a few key points that I did. U.S. company growing really fast. See? Growing really fast. It's a product, not a supplement. People are making money with this company. Don't mention Max International, longevity, networking, and you're sure they would know someone. And have fun building this business. And last is exactly what I send to people. Nagasawa video, the 5 product videos, and some testimonials. That's it. That's all. Follow up the next day. Did you watch the video? If no, express urgency. I just do it on a text. You know, a lot of my guests that are on this webinar today, a lot of John's, a lot of Doug's guests are on this webinar. So what did you like? The product or making money or both? 90% of people are entrepreneurs. They're going to say both. And then invite them to an online or recorded seminar right away. Introduce them to someone other than you, third-party credibility. Follow up the next day and you say, hey, listen, you know what, folks? I'm going to tell you something. I got a secret for you. We're going to be doing some of this. We're going to be doing this right now, the webinars. I promise you my goal is to do at least 3 per week at this exact time for you in Ghana, Liberia, and that's 8 o'clock, and then that'll be 9 o'clock for Nigeria and 11 o'clock for Kenya. John Hobbs and I and Cheba Ledvi and John Akun and Douglas are committed to bringing you this 2 to 3 times a week, we promise you. We are holding a special webinar where you can learn. Can you attend? Make sure they put Zoom on. If not, I have a video that explains the product and how to make money. We're going to record this, send it to you, and you can send it to your prospect. That's it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Now, stay tuned. Hold on. And thank you very much, and have a great day.